Good evening. This is the tropical update for September 10th, 2010 in the evening edition. And this is Mike the Big Weather Nut.
And this is Josh the Junior Weather Nut. And today our main focus is Tropical Storm Igor, which will soon be Hurricane Igor as it is rapidly intensifying out in the Atlantic. We'll go and show you that here in just a second. Also, 92L, they're not really big at the moment, but tropical wave out there in the Caribbean that just came off of South America, and it should be either Julia or Carl here in the next few days. Let's go ahead and go talk about 92L real quick.
And I personally believe that it would be a major threat to the Gulf of Mexico states, United States, probably Texas or Louisiana.
Yes.
We need to keep a close watch on this baby.
This is the model for 92L. It is showing that this is September 15th. This is more than likely next Wednesday night. Here's what the model's saying. It's saying this is more than likely going to be a strong Category 2 major hurricane. As you can see, this band right here, which makes it a major hurricane, making landfall. This is the Yucatan Peninsula. It will make landfall at the Yucatan Peninsula. The models are saying it will go and either make landfall at very southern Texas or Mexico, northern Mexico, where most of the storms have been going. But I personally am thinking that this is going to be a more along the lines around Houston, the Galveston Bay area, up towards Louisiana. More along the lines of that area.
Maybe as far south as Port O'Connor, Texas, but it still looks like a major threat to Texas or Louisiana.
Yes, it does. I'm concerned about this one because this could be the first real large impacted storm on the United States. If Igor doesn't, let's go look at Igor real quick. Here's the model for Igor. This is next Wednesday, 120 hours from now. As you can see, this is what would more than likely be Carl. We'll talk about that later, but or just now, I might as well talk about it now. This is the ridge, this ridge right here, the trough that left. At this time, it's left, and this is the ridge that built up. This ridge right here is what is going to more than likely pull Igor this way and bring it towards the East Coast. And here's what I personally think the path is going to be. I mean, there's a small window of opportunity for this to occur. There's a small window of opportunity for this to occur. And if it does, it will more than likely make landfall on the East Coast, somewhere around Massachusetts down to West Virginia and Virginia, or North Carolina even. But that's where I'm thinking it's going to go. And this is what will more than likely be Carl, and this is what will more than likely be Julia. But Carl, this ridge, when this ridge gets out here, this is what's going to make Carl come out. It's going to come out and then just curve straight up because the ridge is just going to take it out. That's what I think Carl's going to do. But let's go look at the satellite for Igor. Igor is taking a dive southwest at the moment, as you can see, as it slowly is kind of going down southwest. That is what I've been talking about, really, is that as I said yesterday, the cold front can move through quickly, and the trough is leaving, which will more than likely not pull the storm out to sea. And the ridge is going to set up, which gives the opportunity to slam the East Coast. If this does happen, they, meaning Virginia possibly, could get hit by a very strong hurricane. But like I said, a small chance for this to happen. It's pretty far out. We'll see what goes on. But it's starting to take that dive southwest and head that direction.
Igor is going to be a mean gorer. Igor is going to pwn the East Coast of the United States, is what I think.
It really is.
I mean, look at that monster. And that thing has so much deep convection, cold, high cloud tops.
I mean, it just shows no signs of weakening. It has nothing but room to strengthen. It could be a Category 5.
All the environmental conditions around it and great outflow and everything are perfect for it. So
yeah,
it's if it doesn't hit the United States at this point, I will be somewhat surprised. I think there's a better chance for that to happen now than what we thought a couple of days ago. It's possible that it could curve out to sea. We'll just have to see what the next few days bring.
Yeah, like I said, there's just that small window of opportunity, but it could very well seize it.
But if I lived from anywhere from North Carolina to the northeastern part of the United States and New England, I would really be watching Igor.
Yeah, I really would too, because
very close.
it's very,
It's a serious storm developing.
This is as of 4 p.m. Eastern Time, or 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, my bad. Tropical Storm Igor has now up to 45-mile-an-hour winds again. I would not be surprised if at the 8 o'clock advisory, 8 p.m.
55 or 60.
8 p.m. advisory, it's not at
At least
55, at least 55, 60. 60, around there. Well, they might issue the advisory about 11, because that's what they did last night. But
this is definitely going to be a hurricane by tomorrow night or Sunday.
Yeah, definitely, very highly likely.
Yep.
But
I believe so.
It's got 45-mile-an-hour winds, moving west at 21 miles an hour. The pressure is at 1,002 millibars. That's going to rapidly drop and is going to rapidly intensify. Let's look at their projected path here for this. Along these lines, I think their projected path is going to follow down through here, come up, go up, and just kind of, just go up, glide,
and toy with the east coast of the United States and put them on all their nerves on edge once again.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is I believe is a much bigger threat than what Earl was.
Yes, very much so. I mean, it's really far out. We can't really conclude on this one where it's going to go. Like I said, it could still go out to sea, but I mean, if it doesn't impact the United States, it'll impact Bermuda.
But anyway, the African train has only begun, too.
It really has. I mean, you can see this next wave right here that's just ready to come off, and that's what will be Carl and head up this way more than likely. If it doesn't do that and that ridge doesn't set up, it will more than likely come up and be a next one that affects the United States. And that's 92L here. This will just kind of floating around here being stationary, and it's going to go up and more than likely take this path right here and somehow impact somewhere along this area. This area right here is going to be the impacted zone from 92L. I can tell you that right now. But that's pretty much it for the tropical update.
Everyone have a great evening, and
as you know, this is our new website, firsthandweather.com, and you can also visit us on youtube.com/oneweathernut, of course. But that's it for the tropical update.
And if you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube website, as well as become a friend on firsthandweather.com.
Yes, thank you very much, and have a good night, everybody.